Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 6th of June 2023. It is the National Yo-Yo Day, D-Day, Russian Language Day, National Gardening Exercise Day, World Green Roof Day. In 1674, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was crowned king of the Maratha Empire. Shivaji was crowned king of the Maratha Empire in a lavish ceremony on this day, 6 June 1674, at Raigad Fort. In the Hindu calendar, it was on the 13th day of the first fortnight of the month of Jashatha in the year 1596. So, starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, the Hindu states that wrestlers resume railway jobs. Minor's father says complaint not withdrawn. Minor's father has refuted all media claims that she had withdrawn her complaint against Brij Bhushan. Sakshi Malik has refuted the allegation that after the meeting with the Home Minister Amit Shah, she had returned to work and withdraw from the protest. The Hindu newspaper also states that India's dependence on Russian weapons is not in Germany's long-term interest. Boris Pistorius. In a leg of South and Southeast Asia tour by Germany's defense minister will include discussions on delivering German submarines to India. Germany's Minister of Defense Boris Pistorius. The Hindu newspaper also states that British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak confirms plans to house illegal migrants on ships. New lorry sites will also open at Wethersfield and Scampton, with hundreds of migrants expected to move in over the next few months, with the capacity to accommodate around 3,000 by later this year. Britain's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak speaking during the press conference at a Western Jetfoil in Dover, England, on Monday, June 5, 2023, as he gives an update on the progress made in the 6 months since he introduced the illegal migration bill under his plan to stop the boasts. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper, states that Bihar Bridge collapse, infra firm also linked to big ticket Gujarat projects. The infrastructure firm building the Bihar Bridge over the Ganga River is the contractor for the big ticket signature bridge project in Dwarka, besides two other projects in Gujarat. The collapse of an under construction bridge in Bihar twice in about a year has raised huge concerns. A part of the Aguvani Sultanganj Ganga Bridge is in the state's Bhagalpur district, being built at the cost of rupees 1760 crore, collapsed on Sunday. And under construction Aguvani Sultanganj Ganga Bridge collapsed in Bihar's Bhagalpur district Sunday, June 4. Indian Express also states that India is a vibrant democracy. Go to Delhi and see for yourself. White House Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a state visit to the United States later this month. India is a vibrant democracy, and anybody who happens to go to New Delhi can see that for themselves, the White House said Monday, as it appeared to dismiss concern about the health of democracy in India. John Kirby, coordinator for strategic communications and at the National Security Council in the White House, answers questions during a new briefing at the White House in the Washington, United States. Indian Express also states that after two statements against him, minor withdraws charges against WFI chief Brij Bhushan. On May 10, the minor had recorded her first statement before a magistrate detailing incidents of sexual harassment against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Brij Bhushan has been the president of the WFI since 2011. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper, states that mercury hits 40 degrees Celsius in parts of the Delhi. Loo likely weakened. A day after overcast skies and rain kept the capital cool, Delhi on Monday recorded as a maximum temperature of 37.8 degrees Celsius, 4 notches above the 33.7 degrees Celsius on Sunday. A visitor at the Kartavya Path near India Gate in New Delhi on Monday. Hindustan Times also states that China builders expanded Rhodes modern camps for its troops in Aksai Chin report. China has built an extensive set of installations and established an ecosystem to support its troop deployments in the disputed Aksai Chin region, expanding roads, outposts, and camps in the area, according to the report from the Chatham House. Chinese soldiers along the line of actual control. Here's a pictorial representation. Hindustan Times also states that nudity not always linked to obscenity. High Court discharges Kerala woman Fatima had approached the High Court after her plea was rejected by the trial court. In a relief for women's rights activist Rehana Fatima, who was facing charges under a POCSO Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act case for the allowing her children paint her semi-nude body, the Kerala High Court on Monday ruled that her act cannot be characterized as real or simulated sexual act and said that the society's default view that the naked upper body of the female is sexualized in all contexts is unfair and discriminatory. Going towards the economy of the country, curbing cyber risk requires international effort, says Reserve Bank of India Governor DY Governor M.K. Jain. Deputy Governor. With growing interconnections across the world, curbing cyber risk requires an international effort, said Reserve Bank of India Deputy Governor M.K. Jain at an international event on India's G20 presidency held on Monday in Mumbai. India is one of the few countries that protects users through the mandate of two-factor authentication for digital payment transactions, said Reserve Bank of India Deputy Governor M.K. Jain. The Reserve Bank of India logo inside the headquarters in Mumbai, India. Sensex Nifty settled higher for second straight day as Reliance ICICI Bank gained. Benchmark indices Sensex and Nifty closed higher for the second straight session on June 5, boosted by buying in index heavyweights Reliance Industries, ICICI Bank, and M&M stocks aimed at a positive trend in global markets. The NSE Nifty advanced 59.75 points or 0.32% to end at 18,593.85. Indigo aims to carry 100 million passengers in financial year 2024, CEO Peter Elbers. Indigo aims to carry 100 million passengers in the year ending March 2024 as the carrier adds more domestic and international routes. Its CEO Peter Elbers said on 5 June. The budget carrier flew 86 million passengers in financial year 23. Indigo is India's largest airline with more than 57% domestic market share. Currently, Indigo has more than 300 aircrafts. Going towards the world news, including former Vice President Pence files paperwork launching 2024 presidential bid and challenge to Trump. Palestinian toddler shot by Israeli troops in the West Bank dies of wounds. European Union eyes Greater Asia security role amid China tensions. India-American dies in an attempt to rescue son from water at a beach in California. Prince Harry battle with the British tabloids heads for the courtroom showdown. Two soldiers, two militants killed in a shootout between Pakistani troops and terrorists in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Going towards science and technology, a World Health Organization to see global certificate system inspired by European Union's COVID pass. The World Health Organization will use the European Union's digital COVID pass as a basis for the global health certification system, according to a new partnership deal agreed on 5 June. World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus and European Union Health Commissioner Stella Kyriakides signed what they described as a landmark agreement in Geneva. Director General of World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. India can reduce pollution by 40% by not using fossil fuels, Gadkari says. India can reduce its pollution by over 40% by the not using of fossil fuels like petrol and diesel, while the country imports crude oil worth rupees 16 lakh crore every year, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari said. He emphasized on importance of the institutions like Indian Institution of Technology, IIT, for bringing new technology for promoting clean and greenery. A train runs on a railway track aimed low visibility due to a thick layer of air pollution in Gurugram. United States SEC sues Binance founder Zhao, alleging securities law violations. The world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, and its CEO and founder Changpeng Zhao were sued by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission on Monday for failing to restrict United States customers from its platform and misleading investors about its market surveillance control, as well as operating an unregistered security exchange. Binance is also under investigation by the Justice Department for suspected money laundering and sanction violations. Changpeng Zhao, founder and chief executive officer of Binance. At last, there's a famous quotation said by APJ Abdul Kalam, whose full name is Avul Pakir Jainul Abidin Abdul Kalam. Birth anniversary is 15 October 1931 up to 27 July 2015. Was an Indian aerospace scientist and statesman who served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. He was born and raised in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, and studied physics and aerospace engineering. He spent the next 4 decades as a scientist and a science administrator, mainly at the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, and Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and was intimately involved in India's civilian space program and military missile development efforts. He thus came to be known as the Missile Man of India for his work on the development of ballistic missile and launched vehicle technology. He also played a pivotal organizational, technical, and political role in India's Pokhran second nuclear tests in 1998, the first since the original nuclear test by India in 1974. Mr. Kalam says a famous quotation. He says that thinking should become your capital asset, no matter whatever ups and downs you came across in your life. Okay, thank you.